In the next series of short videos, I'm going to show you what I'm seeing with the best valve spring I've found so far for the PW3 cam. This is a valve spring actually pulled out of Sir Eddie's bike, and it is a Honda valve spring with a custom titanium retainer. And I'll get this set up and sweep it through the RPM range. Okay, here's 5,000 RPM. No problem. But if you look close at the intake valve, you'll see just a tiny bit of bounce. Not too bad. Here's 5,500 RPM. Bounce on the intake valve is getting just a little bit more. Here is 6,000 RPM. Don't see any real problem with the exhaust yet, but there's definitely a bounce on the intake valve. And just a beginning of bounce on the exhaust valve also. Here's 6,500 RPM. Exhaust valve is still looking pretty good. Significant bounce on the intake valve. Here's 7,000 RPM. Significant bounce on the exhaust valve. Severe bounce on the intake valve, probably 30 thousandths. Here is 7,500 RPM. Both valves are beating up the seats now. Here's 8,000 RPM. Each valve is bouncing at least a couple of times. I don't see any spring rotation or signs of distress in the spring. And again, these are lightweight dual spring from a Honda with a custom titanium retainer. And this is the best setup I've had yet on the PW3 cam. Of course, these are still stock lifters, stock push rods, lightened valve rocker arms. Looks pretty severe. Here's the valve spring view at 7,500 RPM. No valve rotation indicating separation of parts. Just a cam with very severe ramps. And by the way, the valve clearances were set at 4 thousandths for this.